Why is there just a random stick of butter just chilling on the top? Unmelted, disrespectful, man. You couldn't even just microwave the butter for a second or two just to let it melt. I mean, them pancakes got to be cold as bricks at this point. Eating better, you say? Diet, you say? Never heard of it. Never even seen it. Not even a singular time. I thought maybe I could smell a better diet. I could smell improvement, but no. Alas, not to be found. Not on the map, nowhere in existence, matter of fact. James Bola has successfully managed to go on a diet and do approximately nothing, it seems like. And the more I watch of him, the more depressed I get. Literally every single time. It's like watching a childhood movie when you were a kid and then you watch it as an adult and then you realize it's kind of tragic and ass and it's really not good at all. And that happens to me more often than I feel like it should. But it's only because I want to go back and I want to relive those memories of when I was a children. And when I do, I'm always way more disappointed than I actually am. And it's only managed to happen to me on every single time with the exception of like two. Nightmare Before Christmas, which obviously everybody loves Nightmare Before Christmas. Tim Burton in the 90s was God tier. He could not make a bad movie, literally every single time. Not so much nowadays, but that, and I would probably say a child movie, probably like any of the claymation movies for the Christmas times. You know, maybe It Was a Year Without a Santa Claus, probably my favorite one. And I like that one with the Kris Kringle where he put one foot in front of the other. I like that one as well, but I can't say the same for James. Every time I watch him, I'm slightly more disappointed because I think he's going to pick it back up. I think the diet's going to get better. I think he's going to do better. I think he's going to stop the ways that he's been, you know, all the disgusting stuff that he's been doing. But no, never. Never, guys. And you know what, dude? Just like a father with an alcohol addiction and the child asking the dad, when are you going to quit drinking? When are you going to stop? Like, when is this going to end? And the dad goes, I'm not a quitter. I'm not a quitter, son. I could never quit. And don't be a quitter.
For breakfast, we have a little snack. We got Starbucks. We got the whole holiday menu. So let's see what we got.
This camera is like so incredibly blurry. It's like we're focusing on all the particles, all the people that are growing on the steering wheel. There's probably a lot. This guy, I don't know. I don't think he ever cleans his car. Most people don't. Most people are very disgusting when it comes to their car. Most people have trash and like just remnants of organisms growing all about their car. I remember one time my friend picked me up and he said, we're going to go to the gym, David. I said, okay. And I went down to his car and then I got in and then he said, we're going to go to the thing. And I had some like stuff on my fingers and I went back to like go and, you know, grab something to see if he had anything to wipe my hands off. And he was like, oh, just use that shirt back there. Just wipe your hands off in the shirt. So I wiped my hands off in the shirt. I was like, why do you have just a random shirt in the back of your car? And he's like, oh yeah, I use that to wipe my nuts after I'm done, you know, working out or having sex with somebody. And then I thought about it for a second and it's okay. You know, it's not like I couldn't wash my hands when I got to the establishment, but it usually would have been nice. It would have been nice if I had realized or he had told me right before that I'm about to wipe somebody's ball sweat right on top of my hands. And it's not like I don't have, you know, I don't really wash my hands that often anyway. It's not like I haven't beat my meat and gave somebody high five or dapped them up or handshaked a couple guys, you know. Biological warfare. Everybody's doing that. I mean, technically speaking, at this point, I've probably had more children on my hands than most of civilization. Very common, you know. You put your hands on a doorknob, you might as well just start sucking on that doorknob. Better yet, you might as well invite your friends over, all of them, and get on your knees and just perform fellatio on every single one of them because that's basically the same thing. It's gay by proxy to touch on doorknobs. I mean, you are technically touching a man's man. You know, that's you're like multiple men at that point. And I know there are women out there and they're, you know, they have hands too and stuff like that. But even sometimes women, you know, let's be honest about it, dude. Like if I'm a dude, okay, me being a man, I've never once indulged in a man, not even a singular time. But many of women that I've met have indulged in men many of times. But for me, never even a single time. So think about this. If you engage in activity with a woman, a beautiful woman, a spectacular, you know, jaw-dropping, amazing woman, but she's been with a few men, but and you go with me and we do stuff, would it be gay if you did it with me? I mean, yes, but not as much. I feel like you know what I'm saying. I feel like there's a limit there. Women, you know, if this girl has been with 2 or 3 men, that's more than me by a large amount because I've never been with a single man, and I've been with only women. So technically, if you and me got together, you would be not gay or kind of gay. It would be it's movable. There's a little wiggle there. There's a little wiggle there, and I feel like if you're not willing to admit that, I feel like you're not willing to have this conversation. The point I'm making is don't lick doorknobs. By the way, I also don't think that Starbucks has a lot of stuff on the menu. Isn't it mostly just coffee and like really overly expensive bean water and other chocolate cups of coffee that are also really expensive? I often wonder why people even go to Starbucks. It's just so ridiculously expensive, and everybody there looks depressed. I mean, the environments are okay, I suppose, but for the most part, it's just like, why is it so much? Why is it so much money? Why do people buy it? Like, you have to have so much money to go to Starbucks for the most mitted coffee I've ever put in my mouth ever. I would rather lick like the remnants of the beans, like the, whatever that stuff is, when they put them in that thing, and then the beans, they ground them up, whatever. I'd rather put that on my tongue. More of a direct dose, but for James to be like, oh yeah, I'm trying the entire menu or whatever, I mean, cool, I guess, but most of it's basic anyway. Like, you're just eating the regular stuff that they have on the menu, but they just kind of flavor it different. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, oh yeah, it's a cookie, but this one is in the shape of Santa Claus. And then they go, oh, guess what? We have like a breakfast sandwich, but this one has a green bun. But it's the same thing. Like, you're probably paying a little bit more money for it. I don't know. Well, maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Let's go ahead, man.
I'm so excited. Starting off strong.
Yeah, see, like I'm talking about, like, it's just a cookie with. It's not even a cool cookie either. Like, why do you put the earmuffs so far forward? It's ridiculous. But one thing I want, before we go any further, I've been noticing James having some issues with his breathing recently. And by recently, I mean, like, every time I've seen him, he seems like he's really, really now seeing a lot of problems. He probably should get that looked at. Like, I'm sick of coming in, and it seems like, even the first comment, look at this, first comment, out of breath from out of breath. True. Yeah, being double out of breath. This is exactly the case. James got to get that down pack, man. I don't want to see this man suffering.
Snowman cookie, you guys.
Kind of big.
I'm so excited for that one. That one's one of my faves. We got the polar bear
cookie cake pop. Yeah, these things are stupid, dumb, and I don't know why so people love them. Like, why do you guys like eating around sticks? It's the same thing with like anything, to be honest. Like, when people go, oh man, I really love chicken. Why? Like, you guys are going crazy over chicken, and it's got the bone in it. I like chicken tenders. I like chicken breast. I don't want to eat around something. I don't know why you guys always want phallic things in your mouth. Like, you ever seen a guy, suck on the bone of a chicken wing? It's wild. It's like the most crazy shit I've seen in my like 30 years of life, is to see your best friend that you've known for an astronomical amount of time, and then see him place a chicken bone in his mouth, and when he remove it, it's fresh, almost no mouth movement at all. And then you think, you go, this skill that you have somehow managed to accrue over your lifetime is wasted on chicken. I feel like you have a skill here. I feel like this is something you can monetize. I feel like this is something we can work with. Not me, definitely not me, but someone would be willing to pay money, top dollar even, for this particular type of mouth maneuver. And if you didn't know if it was a man or not, because he's a very beefy black man, so it would be very tough for me to even think about him in that particular type of way. But I've thought about it, and I've thought about like how we can maybe monetize, because like I don't have that type of skill. I like chicken, but I'm not sitting here, sucking it clean off the bone or whatever. No skin, no nothing, just bone. I think about this sometimes, and I think we could do something with this. We can find a way to make money off this. And there are plenty of people out there, if we can convince them that he wasn't a man, and I know a few ways. Glory holes, I've seen it done before. Don't act like you know what's on the other side. Nobody knows what's on the other side. It's a gamble. Even if you're like, listen, let's be honest. I've always wondered this. You're going into the bathroom and there's a glory hole. Okay, great. But I often wonder, you are going into the male bathroom, right? What do you think is on the? Do you think it's a woman? You think it's a woman there? You think like she snuck in just to get a mouthful of musty man meat? No, obviously not. That's a man, and to act like it's not, is stupid. Come on, just admit it. It's okay. You are gay. You would be gay if that, you know, like you can't deny it. You know what I'm saying? You feel a little fuzz on it. Yeah, of course, bro. What are you talking about, man? This is probably a trucker. You know what I'm saying? He probably came in and he said, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna go in for it." I don't know. I don't know the reasons. I don't claim to know. I'm just saying sometimes people eat things with sticks, and I often wonder why.
Pop, you guys. Then we got the cinnamon pull apart.
Why doesn't he show us the cinnamon pull apart thingy? They tape it?
Dingish. Oh my god, I'm so excited for that one. Then we have a Swiss and ham cheese croissant.
Sure. I mean, you know what, dude? Like this person said in the comment section, better than 10 pizzas, but I mean, like, that's a crazy scale. You know what I'm talking about? It's like somebody saying, like, oh man, you know, Hitler was a bad guy, but at least not as bad as Mao. Like, I mean, why are we comparing? Like, yes, I mean, you're right, but still pretty bad, right? It looks bad. Did you eat the wrapper?
It's a little dry.
Yeah, I knew he wouldn't like that. I knew that it was something that he wouldn't really enjoy. I can always tell what James does and does not like. I can 100%. You know, this was you in 2020. We got to get back there, James. We got to get back there, man. COVID was rough for all of us. It was, you know, it was a tough time. Nobody was able to work. People were dealing with a lot of emotional distress. People were wiping their asses with their cats. It was a crazy, crazy time. But to look back and see where you were and see the things that you accomplished and then seeing where you are now, it saddens me. It makes me hurt. My brain sometimes boils at the thought of the things that you can accomplish nowadays. And I really do think James has the ability. No, I know he has the ability, the aptitude, the skill, the oomph to push himself forward and, you know, be a better person. But, you know.
5 out of 10. Man, sugar cookie.
Ass, by the way. It's just a sugar cookie. Like, I mean, look, I like sugar cookies. I do. I do like them. I put them in my mouth every year, but not like crazy amounts. Like I'm not like that. Like I'm not eating them in a fucking dark closet. I'm eating them in the fucking kitchen, you know, with my family and my familia for some of you guys that are from, you know, maybe other countries like, you know, Africa or something like that. I don't know. But I do like them, but it's not viable, man. You know, like what is this, like $9 for this cookie? It's a sugar cookie, bro. Like whatever. It was made in a factory 3,000 miles away. Those preservatives really hitting the spot, guys. James, how tall are you? I would love to know how tall you are. Dude, you're like basically at the very brim of the roof here of your car. Like it's actually, isn't this a truck too? This looks like a truck. This looks like a big automobile. Like how tall are you, man?
The icing on top is giving like cream cheese vibes.
Okay, I have no idea what that means, but sure, James, I'm happy you enjoy it. It doesn't, he's not, okay, I'm gonna let you guys in on something. He doesn't like it. He doesn't like it. He's probably upset at the fact that he spent like $9 on that cookie, and now he has to eat it, because it's like, at that point, you have to. You spent $9 on it? Jesus, bro. I will eat the entire cookie at that point. And he's gonna like this one. Yeah, see, I saw his eyes light up when he took a bite of that one. And he's all right. It's just a flaky piece of bread with a little bit of sauce in the middle of it. I don't know why people overcomplicate stuff. You know, they always think like it's such a complex thing, but it's really not. Like I could probably make this myself, and you know, when I make recipes, I'm terrible. You know, I can barely put things together. My hands are never efficient. You know, I'm like Michael J. Fox in the kitchen, but it's not that good. You know, it's not as good as people say it is, at least. But whatever. I hope you enjoy your $9 croissant.
Can I get 3 of your $5 meals to make chicken? I'm sorry? 3 of the $5 meals to make chicken one?
She's like, damn, how many do you want? What was that number one more time? You know what I hate about James is that he'll be in these drive-thrus and he'll be sitting at the drive-thru for 5 minutes ordering it. And I always think, how many people are behind you? How many people are waiting for you? Why don't you just make the online order and then just pull up with your number and then just get the order? It just makes no sense. Like, we're just waiting in line at this point. It's for the content. Right? It has to be for the content. He wants people to hear him order the food because, like, the idea of him ordering all that is insane. You get me? Like, oh my God, like, I can't believe that he got all that stuff on the menu and stuff. But I would just always want to know, dude, you do realize that if you ordered ahead, you would be able to pick the food up instantly, like right away, and it wouldn't even be funny either. And like the person in the comment section saying, you're missing out on a lot of points on the app, 110%. James goes to McDonald's literally once or twice or even 3 times a week at this point. I go to McDonald's probably 4 times a week, and I only get, realistically speaking, a cup of coffee. And depending on who I'm with, I might get them a cup of coffee too. And that's $1. By the end of the month, I'll have like 10,000 points. That's a lot of points. And you can get a bunch of stuff with that. You can get like a Big Mac or maybe even another coffee. Who knows? Regardless. And there's deals as well. It's crazy to me that James doesn't use the app because there are deals and there are ways to expand the dollar. But James got it like that. James got so much money, he's not even thinking about how much money he's going to be spending on the fast food. Like, just really think about it like that.
Like a regular or spicy?
Regular, and then can I get those plain? No lettuce, no mayo?
On the McChickens, though? What's the point of ordering McChickens if you're not going to get the lettuce? Like, it's just irrelevant.
3 of them plain?
Yes.
Right, and then what drinks would you like for all 3?
Can I get all Powerades?
All Powerade. Any
No
sauce
soda,
that I
guys.
get?
Dude, what are you even doing? Okay, like, whatever, James. All right, sure, it's no soda. But couldn't you just get diet soda? Like, it's okay to get soda. It's just, like, if you're eating that trash and you're having soda too, it kind of defeats the purpose. Like, soda in and of itself is not even bad. It's just a lot of calories for nothing, so... Okay, James, whatever, bro. Yeah, I'm happy you're getting power. No soda, period. Clock it, guys. Clock it. No soda. Powerade, though, is... Like, what do you need those electrolytes for? What are you doing? Like, most people are just sitting in their car. You're just sitting in your car, driving from one place to the next. Like, why do you need that?
An order of your cookies?
How many would you like?
13?
13? Isn't that the box? 13 is enough for, like, a family, bruh. Did you not already get enough? 13? 13, bro? That's a lot. For what? Why we need that many? Damn. 13, huh?
So we got 1, 2, 3, 4.
He stayed doing this.
5 boxes of...
That's 20 McNuggets, right? That's 20 nuggets right there. I get there's a meal deal. I understand that you buy this and you buy another one for $4, or maybe it's more expensive depending on where you live. It is more expensive depending on where you live. Where I live, it's 2 for $4. But I've heard that in California and other places, it's like a 2 for $5, which is wild, by the way. Because back in the day, a 2 for $5 literally used to be 2 QPs, which is wild. But anyway, getting all this stuff, why didn't you just get a 20? Just get a 20 piece. I promise a 20 piece would have been cheaper. It makes no sense to sit here and just rack up, but it looks more aesthetically pleasing because look, he can stack them up. He can show off that he's got all those McNuggets all stacked up on top of himself. Damn, that seat on the left is reclined, dude. Jesus, bro. Who's sitting with you, Snoop Dogg? How far back you got that thing?
And then we got 1, 2.
Keep in mind, no lettuce.
3 McChickens, and then we got 1,
Damn.
2 McDoubles.
Damn.
Okay, you guys.
It's a fuck ton. It's a lot. It's a lot, James. It's just a lot. For me personally, I could be, after I body slam 2 McDoubles, I'm on my back. You know, I'm fucked for the rest of the day, too. My stomach is bubbling, dude. I got a headache. I'm feeling terrible. Like, I feel good in the moment. After the first one, I'm feeling okay. But the second one really just hits the bottom of my stomach like a bunch of lead. Just, you know, just. That's what it feels like for me. For this man, I guess 2 is not enough. You gotta have way more than that. But that's ridiculous, man. We gotta move on from these McChickens, dude. Like, at bare minimum, you should have put some lettuce on them, bro. Like, what's the problem with a couple pieces of lettuce? It's really not that big of a deal.
McChickens have extra lettuce, you guys.
I know, you lying, bro. What the hell you talking? What you mean they got... I just heard you literally order it 5 minutes ago, and you said, let me get them plain. What do you mean extra lettuce, bro? There was no extra anything on that. You got them literally plain. Why you gotta lie? Why you gotta lie to me so aggressively? Like, it's not even funny. Like, it's not even like, I'm just joking around. It's like, I got you guys. Nah, bro, I literally heard you order them plain. No, nothing on them. We know that's the way you like them. You like your burgers like that too, plain as well, which is wild. Like, if you just told me the truth and you was like, yeah, you know, I like it plain, it is what it is, that's fine. Why you guys sit here and lie about the lettuce? Extra lettuce when there's literally nothing?
And apple pie for balance, you guys. I got no soda either. You guys,
dude, you gonna sit here and order all that food, and you gonna sit here and order the 13 cookies, and then pull up that one little apple pie, which, by the way, the apple pies are way too expensive now. How much are they? Like $2? That's wild, bro, man. You crazy? Used to be 2 for $1 back in the day. And by the way, back in the day was like 5 years ago. I guess that is technically back in the day. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I'm old. When I'm not old, like in terms of internet years, obviously I'm old, but I'm not old. Like I'm not technically old. But a lot of people are like, oh, you unk, David. Dude, hop off me. Like you guys are always doing that shit. Like for what reason, dude? As soon as somebody's age starts with 3, they're immediately unk. You're unk. Look at you, crunchy ass lips. Yeah, oh, I see the flaky elbows too. I know you got the flakes all up and down your arms. And no, it's not normal. You got to go ahead and moisturize it. It's that time of the year, all right? Put some moisturizer on it. It's an issue. It's a problem. Fix yourself. Anyway, you can sit here and look at that apple pie and be like, that's just going to balance anything out, bro. It's not going to balance anything out, man. Apple pie is not even good in general. Like, just because it has apple in it doesn't mean it's good for you.
With extra lettuce.
There's no lettuce to be found on those. Man, look how many fries we got over there. By the way, he got like 6 fries, 6 small fries. People always asking me like, why does he divide them up like this? It's the meal deals. He's just buying like tons and tons of meal deals. I'm just so sick of it at this point. Yeah, true. All for balance. The fries, the burgers, the double cheeseburgers. Like I'm telling you guys, man. The double cheeseburgers would do me right if I had 2. But, you know, like, what do you get, 3 and 3? That's wild. Like, it's just not cool. He's living a good life, though. All things considered, to be anyone in the year of 2025 and literally just drive from place to place, just eating Mickey D's and, you know, making checks, that is a privilege. And that is a crazy privilege to top it off. So I'm happy that he's able to do what he wants to do in his life. I just sometimes wonder, maybe he was sold a false bit of goods. Maybe he didn't realize what this was actually going to lead to later on. And it's tough sometimes because I know James probably deals with a lot of self-confidence issues. I feel like he probably thinks about himself a lot, and he probably thinks about ways that he can improve himself, but he's probably trapped a little bit because he realizes that the majority of his audience that watches him, they're just there for the craziness. And I know that's what he thinks because he did those videos, and he did when he was trying to eat like lettuce and shit, and people stopped watching, or at least like a limited amount of them started watching. And that probably hurt him. That probably really, really hurt him. But then again, you built your whole entire brand off that. Like, that is your thing, you know? Like, is the for balance mood, guys, a little snack for breakfast or something like that. Like, that's your thing. You know, that's how people know you. And to assume something otherwise is... But you reap what you sow. If you out here planting the seeds of disgust, you cannot be upset when they sprout and it's terrible and it's awful. But that's what you did. That's how you live in your life. And I wish it was different. It still can be. It still can be, bro. I mean, annex it. You know what I'm saying? There are people out there that only want you for the self-destruction. Annex those individuals. Take them out. Why? Does it matter? Does it matter? You want those people to be around you? And you could say, but I want the money. Sure. Money is great. Money is amazing. You need money, of course. But I feel like at the point where I'm at right now, bro, let's talk about it. I feel like you got enough. I feel like you should be fine, man. You know, take a pay cut for better mental health and physical health as well. Is it really worth it to be on the internet and see people just talking shit about you consistently over and over and over again? I mean, boy, at this point, literally has a subreddit dedicated to him where people are just talking shit for days. And it's wild. Any subreddit dedicated to an individual, I always think is crazy. Unless that subreddit is, you know, like, there's a few positive ones. But for the most part, they're pretty ass, and people just talk shit about you consistently over and over again.
Have a little snack. We have 12 pancakes. I only got 12, and I didn't get no like sausage muffins or anything because we're gonna go eat Denny's right now.
Just let everybody know, these pancakes were from McDonald's. Like these are not homemade pancakes. These are pancakes that he just ordered from Uber Eats or whatever. And why is there just a random stick of butter just chilling on the top, unmelted? Disrespectful, man. You couldn't even just microwave the butter for a second or two just to let it melt? I mean, them pancakes got to be cold as bricks at this point. Like, I couldn't even be bothered to make the pan. It's not hard to make pancakes. You just have to have a pan, you know, make a big one maybe. You know, I like to make one big one, and that's good enough for me. And I don't put any butter on it because usually I put a little bit of butter on the pan, so it's decent. So this, I don't know, it's just like, well, just a random giant stick of butter. And then also, To be like, oh yeah, I'm about to head out to Denny's after that. My word, James. What are you doing? You know, why is this your life? Why you gotta act like this? Why you gotta act so ridiculous? Every single time I see you, he's just like fucking eating all this shit and then be like, oh yeah, guess what? Guess what we doing after this? Worse.
Take a bite, take a bite, take a bite.
Oh. Oh, we got so much pancakes in front of us. And we gotta stop to take a bite of the butter? Man, it can't be like this, James. Why are you always doing this? Huh? Why do I gotta consistently see you taking straight up bites of butter? But that hairline nice. James. Woo! That hairline straight. Man, look at that. That hairline is... Man, that thing look like you a 12-year-old boy. Literally, that's one of the most immaculate hairlines I've ever seen on a gentleman. I mean, is this Ronald Reagan? You know what I'm talking about? That hairline is outrageous. That's some good genetics right there. But, James, deplorable activity on the butter. Why are we doing that? You sitting on like 15 pancakes. Why could we not indulge in the... Why you even got a random stick of butter on the top? It's just wild.
Can I get a double cheeseburger?
Like onion?
Can I get just meat, cheese, and bun?
Okay.
Can I get it with the large pink lemonade?
Why are we recording ourselves stealthily? Like we can't have the guy know that we're ordering all this food or something? I don't know.
Please.
I don't get it.
And then can I get a triple?
Damn, a triple cheese too? Triple cheeseburger, double cheeseburger. I mean, that should be good for me. I mean, that's probably going to be for the rest of the day. Double cheeseburger for the breakfast. And then by dinner, I'll probably be decent. And I'll probably just body slam the triple. I mean, that's crazy, though. I mean, how many cows we got in our mouths? I recently found out that cows got a lot of meat. I did not realize how much we harvested from the cow, but it is fucking a lot. Like, it's crazy to see all the portions it out. But, yeah, James, this is a wild thing, man.
Back we have in and out, you guys. I'm so upset.
Three burgers. One's a single, one's a double, and one's a triple. 3 servings of fries, James. My boy, it's too much. We're doing too much. We keep doing this shit. And I always think like, I got a question. The shirt that you're wearing right now, okay? That shirt that you have on currently with all that the stains on it. Is that the same shirt that you was eating the pancakes with earlier? Is this the pancake shirt? Is this the syrup that the butter shirt that you just ate from? Like in the same day, we moving from one place to the next like that? We are moving from eating McDonald's pancakes to In-N-Out. What are we doing? Why are we even like this? That's it, guys. I'm not watching this anymore. Can't. Sorry. It's just depressing. Every time I look upon James, I see great disgust, and I just feel like we have so much missed opportunity. We're just not able to do things successfully, and it hurts me deeply because I know that deep down, he probably wants to do something different, but he can't. Can't do it, man. Dude's stuck making these infamously terrible videos. But anyway, let me know what you guys think down below about this topic. I'm interested in hearing what you have to say. If you wouldn't mind supporting me down below in the description, you check all the links. Also, I'll put a little notification in the comment section so that will remind you guys. But anyway, thank you everybody for being here. I really appreciate your existence. Thank you so much. If you guys wouldn't mind hitting that like, comment, subscribe, sharing the video, all that stuff, I'd appreciate tremendously. If you guys watch the video in its entirety and or you're here right now, leave it down below by typing sticks. I don't like them. I don't like sticks. What? They're decent sometimes. It just depends on what kind of stick we're talking about. But normally I don't like them. They're weird. Depends on how shaped they are. You know what I'm talking about? They got a little curve in them. Maybe I might be a little bit disgruntled. But anyway, thank you guys for watching today's video. I want to remind you that you're a very beautiful person, and I appreciate all the hard work and goodness that you have been doing over this past holiday season. I know that it was probably super stressful, but you got through it, and now here we are. You're beautiful and you're amazing. I really, really like you immensely, and I think you're amazing. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys.